I'm a 29-year-old guy, my wife is 26, and her closest friend is 28. I'm not trying to paint myself as the bad guy in anyone's tale. I keep circling back, wondering if I'm overreacting or missing something. But my home doesn't feel like mine anymore. It's like I'm a tenant in a space where two people see me as the issue. This is messy, and I'm using a throwaway account because my wife sometimes browses Reddit. Bear with me, it's going to be a long one. When I try to pinpoint where it all unraveled, my mind snags on small things. The lid of my body wash not screwed on right, or the faint hum our TV makes when someone switches inputs after binge-watching shows all night. These tiny irritations pile up until you're worn down without noticing. The story starts when my wife's best friend showed up after splitting with her boyfriend of 2 years. I'd met him a few times, not my kind of person, but not a villain either. They'd been rocky for a while. She arrived at our doorstep with a duffel bag and a backpack, my wife wrapping her in a tearful hug. I stood there thinking, okay, we can't let someone we care about be stranded. Just a few days, my wife whispered later in the kitchen like we were plotting something sweet. I nodded thinking a few days was doable. I want to be clear, I tried to set boundaries. Not right away because I'm not heartless. She was a mess and I got it. I brewed her tea, offered food. She said she wasn't hungry, then ate 4 slices of pizza and passed out on the couch with a home renovation show blaring. I cleared the plates and draped a throw over her. But days stretched into a week, then 2, and I started feeling like a shadow in my own space, unsure where kindness ends and being a pushover begins. I'd come home from work to an unlocked front door, something I'm strict about from how I was raised, and find shoes scattered, a hoodie slung over a dining chair, a half-eaten burger on a plate with ketchup congealing. I'd hear her giggling on the phone in our living room, sprawled across the sofa in a blanket, remote in hand, watching some show about flipping houses. She'd be in, well, not much. Think underwear and one of my wife's flimsy tees, no bra, with a glass of rosé leaving rings on our coffee table. I'd say hi, she'd grin back, and the TV volume would creep up. I'm not uptight, but it made me uneasy. I don't want to dictate anyone's wardrobe, but I also don't want someone who's not my spouse wandering my house half-dressed, leaving bras on the bathroom tiles, or worse, the kitchen counter where we prep meals. I raised it with my wife carefully, saying, I know she's struggling, but can we plan for when she moves on? My wife's face hardened. She called me insensitive, said her friend was in crisis, and asked why I couldn't be more understanding. I pointed out that when I stayed with friends, I tidied up and didn't parade around in boxers in front of their partners. She shot me a look like I'd slapped her, saying, she's like family, why are you making it weird? That stung because I wasn't. I just wanted some boundaries, maybe a bathrobe. I even offered to buy one, but my wife called me overbearing. I dropped it to avoid a fight, hoping her friend would get back on her feet. But the little things kept piling up. My aftershave, a thoughtful gift from my wife, dwindling fast, my conditioner vanishing at double speed, a new toothbrush gone from the pack, my earbuds moved from their spot. I asked my wife and she brushed it off. It's just things, she needed them. Can you be generous? I told myself to relax, but it felt like my consent. I can't tell you the full story in short. To watch the full story, click the related link below. And don't forget to subscribe for daily Reddit stories.